Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life. And we are everyday people. I mean, when I say everyday people, I mean we are everyday people. Meaning that we wake up in the morning, we thank the Creator for creating us. We thank the all that is in all for giving us another day on this planet, right? We thank the all for information or knowledge or to know. What could you do on this planet without information? Everything is based on information. So we thank the God for the knowledge that He gives us instinctively. Brother Farrakhan gave a beautiful speech to commemorate the Million Man March, Day of Atonement, Georgia. The place was packed. Atlanta, packed. Wonderful message. And like he said, in this presidential election, what choice do you have? Satan and the devil, or Satan versus Satan? Look at these new revelations of emails. Where Mr. White stated that Hillary Clinton just uses black people for their votes. But it's not really Hillary Clinton, to be honest. It's we as a people who continue to fall for the same trick. And the reason why we continue to fall for the same trick is because we want something out of white people. And it's true. Some of us want their attention. Some of us want their acceptance. Some of us want their respect. Some of us want their money, meaning we think that they are going to be the ones that are going to lead us to wealth. We feel as though, look, if I rub elbows with them and I get to know them, then they'll introduce me and I can get in the club. And fail to realize that they would take a sworn oath to keep you out the club. Our problem is that we feel as though the only way that we're going to make it in life is with the help of a good white person. False narrative. That is not how the game is played. Now you can be the lackey or you can be used. Now they don't mind that. Now that's fine. They don't mind using you. You know, or let's put it like this. They don't mind depending on you. Because they feel that your trust and your loyalty is so strong that they can trust their secrets and their feelings with us. They don't have a problem keeping us around, set this appointment, secretarial work in a sense, and they'll pay you a nice sum, but really you work for me, you are my second self, excuse me, and you make sure that all my endeavors go smooth. And you can have that job. That's why when you see black people running behind these politicians, they either have a folder in their hand, or they have a folder, notebook, pen sticking out the ear. They running down taking notes, which is that's your gig. Make your money. I'm just saying, don't get caught up in the illusion that they care. That was the whole purpose. Why do you think Michael Jackson wrote that song, sung the song? They don't really care about us. They really don't give a damn about us, but they don't really care about us. They don't. Mr. White, the businessman, said they just use you for votes. Brother Farrakhan said these black politicians rally up black folks and put them behind a white politician who doesn't have black folks' best interests at heart. But the black politician, they just want to keep their job. Some of these black politicians are helping black people get ramrodded, railroaded, whatever terminology you choose to use. The proof is in the pudding. They talk election time. You know how it goes. It's been that way since you were a child when you were going to church. When the church still had some knowledge flowing out of it. When you was a child. But what did you see? What did you see? Come election time, you probably haven't seen white folks in your whole life, except, probably a school teacher if you had a few that was left behind. Go to church, they want you on your best behavior. Parade the white politicians in, little slave children, slave parents. These is our pick. And this who we gonna get behind, because these is good white folk. Y'all get out there and vote for them now. They gonna take care of you, hear me? And then the congregation, we vote for so-and-so. We finna move on up. After the election, they get in. Church look nice, new seats and air conditioner. Pastor got a nice car parked outside. New clothes, sharp, attitude even change. Money do that to you. And the people, they rejoicing over the fact that they can go tell their friends who don't go to that church what they missing out and what they have up on another church, and there it go, gang style. They gonna gang style. You dig what I'm saying? Two churches would be rivals when one gets something new. Playing the game. They playing the game. But you can't blame, and not all. I'm talking about the black pastors who indulge in certain type of behavior for their own selfish gain. You can't really judge them for the simple fact that was set up even before they were born. That was set up when a slave master would give them his suit jacket, and the one that could speak pretty good English, they'd make them the pastor, but they'd tell him what to preach, and they send the church and make sure he get the points over to the people. A psychological warfare. They're creating the narrative in your head on how you should think and how you should pass it down for generations. What they're basically saying is, if you want to stay in good favor and if you want to stay in the money, then this is what you must do. Preach this way. Don't preach in a way to where the motivation and that energy, that force of power, and I want to control my own destiny. Don't preach that type of teaching. Preach that things will be all right. You will get substance. One day, if you just play along with the game, keep your head down, don't cause no waves or no attention to yourself, and do what they tell you, and you're going to be okay. Or they'll use the term, don't get too big for your britches. That was his job. His job was, in his mind, he felt as though he was keeping peace in society. He's going to dish out the role that needs to be played. Put it like that. You have to play this narrative, black people, in order to keep peace in this society. This is what we need you to do, and this is what you must do. You want to keep peace into society? All right, then. You smile. You bow your head. You let them know that you are docile. You are no threat at all. Don't walk too tall, because that's threatening to white people. Don't speak truth like you know too much, because they might come after you. Don't walk heavy on the earth. You showing too much confidence. They don't like that. Don't gather in a group and talk. They fear that. Break that up. Y'all might be plotting on them. Do everything but be yourself, and or what? Because the gathering of the masters of having a cipher of giving information, that's been in our blood for centuries. Goes back to the ancients. We fail to realize some things that we do as a people automatically that we share is because we've been on this planet so long. It's been natural to us, and it's been passed down from generation to generation. So being our natural selves, is what I'm saying, was a problem to others. So they had to find a way to make you into something that they could easily deal with, and it would be less threatening in their eyes to them. They didn't like the Afro back in the 60s and 70s. Said it was power. Created a campaign to cut it out. That was the way of reshaping our identity to fit their form of what they view as safe for them from us, from their minds. Look, these people, we enslaved them. They might want to revenge for that, and I'm not talking about physical altercation. I'm saying revenge in the sense of they want to place themselves in a position of power. They want to exercise rights and things of what they see as power or influence to their persons for their purpose, to gain their heightened sense of, what words I want to use, accomplishment in society. Let's say that. Because that's man's natural instinct, is to build. It's to be provider of a family. It's to provide security. Protect his wife and home. is to create something out of nothing. And when I mean nothing, I mean to have an idea and bring that idea into life, into reality, where you can touch it, see it, feel it. You know what I mean? Smell it. It's right there. It's in your face. That's what I'm talking about. But by doing that at one period in time, that was a threat. It was in direct contrast and to the negative image that was portrayed or put out on black men. So when you start doing other than what they put out for you to do or delve in, when you do other than that, you are a threat. But the yearning, the energy is so powerful because it's naturally you want to build. So then it became, okay, well, you can build, but just don't make it better than mine. Tone back a little bit. Black men always got to show off. And it's not showing off. It's out of my mind, my unique thoughts towards whatever process that I'm currently on. Then that's what I put out into reality. Give you an example of, let's say, take a vehicle. You might want to, in your mind, you create a style. We're black, we're going to put TVs in here. Now they selling manufactured TVs. You can damn near buy some cars off the lot, candy painted already. You know what I mean? And so, now, on a flip side of that, and which is fair because in the capitalistic society, white folks will, come on man, go. I'm driving, go, get over. Some 290 freeway, it causes you to have road rage. But that's why you gotta be patient. And hey, that's how it goes. But you have an idea. You create something out of your mindset. You produce it into the public. And it's not in capitalism, they'll take your ideas and make money off of it. Because they feel as though we're not going to do the research and we're not going to file the right paperwork in order to secure our invention or our what is that called? Your rights. Our oh man, it's at the tip of my tongue. Our intellectual properties. They're figuring we're not going to secure it. They in their mind, and well, put it like this: they know us because they trained us. They know us because they taught us. See, they taught us only to be happy with fame or to be noticed or live for the applause. And that's all you should want. As long as people applaud you, as long as everybody knows your name, then you okay. That's all you should want. They didn't teach us business, economics, on how to secure that money. No, couldn't do that. You know what I mean? We can't teach you how to secure that money. But we can teach you how to create something and hand it over to us. And then we'll take the credit for it. We'll get the glory for it. We'll do that. But in no way, shape, or form will we teach you how to compete with us in business, Because, hey, you eliminate the competition. And in most cases, you don't even know you creating something. You don't even know you the competition. You be creating stuff in your mind. Oh man, white folks don't like this. I'm gonna get some praise. In their mind, they see it as, oh, he competing with our company. He want business warfare. So they start coming at you with negative campaigns and ads and slandering your name, and you trying to figure out, hey man, we was cool. Why y'all attacking me like this? Because he doesn't understand, like the minister said, business is warfare. You better secure your product. Your product. You don't create a product. Look, you don't create a product just so everyone can know you created the product and everyone knows your name, but you have no money. The hell is that? Who cares about being what they call ghetto fabulous? The hell is, create your product, make the money off the product, control the rights of the product, put your due diligence of your intelligence into your product, and then protect and control your brand. That's what it's about. Don't throw it out there without securing it, and then they snatch it up, and they walking around giving you lip service while they walk off with the bag of money. And all you got is a bunch of people saying, man, they missed so-and-so out his money. But I know him, he created it. I mean, yeah, that's 30%. Okay, cool. We talking about, we want the whole enchilada. We don't want to be around here hollering about everybody know me. Everybody knows your name, but somebody else is feeding their kids and sending their kids to college off of what you created because you didn't want to take the time out to secure your baby, your product, your whatever you created. You didn't want to do research on how to secure it so you could pass it on to the next generation. You looking at today. What can I get out of it today? You know, you viewing it from that aspect because you want to hit the scene quick. Man, trust me, I've been there, done that, bro. Actually, and a good dude. Good dude. Dude name was BC, man. BC. Told me one time, I'm out there grinding. And he was like, what's up, bro? Cause I showed up in I think it was an 84 Oldsmobile Tornado. This was back in 93, 94. 85 and Vogue. Tornado, clean. Went and bought the car. I had a vehicle, but I'm ready to shine. And you know, but I spent all my money on it. He like, what you do with your money? I said, I put it all into this vehicle. He said, bro, you can not go to a club for a year. Go back and you see the same people, the same thing, nothing changed. You can not be on the scene for a minute. Come back to the scene, and it's the same thing. Nothing changed, same people, same faces. He was like, and it's a young cat. But he knew knowledge. But he was younger. He was older than I was. But he was young at that time. You know, probably mid-20s. He told me, stack your money. All that materialism can wait. You ain't got to spend your last dime trying to be and look fly, because I'm young. I want to be fly. I want to hit the scene. I'm trying to pull these women. You know, I'm trying to do what it do. That's my whole purpose. I'm finna show up clean. I'm gonna have these 85s looking like glass. You know, I'm finna shoot down the street and go get me some used bowls. You know, what I could afford. I want our folk. I'm finna ride on down the boulevard. I'm thinking, and while I'm riding, I'm looking at other folk cars and saying, okay, yeah, man, I can put that on here. I might even chop the top. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, basically, he was telling me, I'll let you wait. You in actuality, what he's saying is you chasing your tail. You make the money, then you blow the money, then you work twice as hard to get that same money back. When he basically was saying was, stack your paper and spend it wisely. These streets gonna be here. Clubs gonna be there. The scene gonna be there. Ain't nothing gonna change, it's gonna be there. Man, I haven't been out in damn near 5 years. And when I finally went out, same scene, all over, ain't nothing changed. Maybe the look, the style, the clothes, fashion, but the same routine. So, I wasn't missing out on that, because it's going to be there next weekend. Same scene, it's always going to be a place where you can ride and show out your ride. It's always going to be somewhere you can go. So you ain't got to be in the rush to hit it. You do it for fun. Stack your paper, then go. You know, and on that note, I got to bring in a partner on some financial tips, since we on the subject of money. Let this brother who, out of his own due diligence, studied the art of money and started working it to his benefit. This man is creating and building. You know, we're going to get Mr. Charles on the show so he can break down money and the importance of money in a capitalistic system. How to get your some. Giving information that is not readily, well, I don't want to say it's not readily available, because you got the internet, but let's say it's not passed around in talk circles, put it like that. Money has to be talked about. Or if you don't want to use the term money, let's say capital. We can say the value of a product. We can say whatever term you want to use. You know, people say the love of money is the root to all evil. Of course, you don't love money because money is material. It's not, doesn't have feelings. You know, it can't love you back. It's just a means of exchange for someone else's work or due diligence. That's the purpose of that, of money. For someone else's due diligence, the purpose of this money. Now y'all forgive me, I'm back at another toe. But yeah, that's the whole purpose of money and economics. So we want to invite you in your own time. When you sitting back chilling, start looking up financial goals or financial planning or money management, money marketing, how to grow wealth. Just Google it, type it in. It'll show you. Hold on, let me pay this toll. Hey, how you doing? Good, man. Good. All right. You too. Yo, look, look, check this out. I just gave toll $1.75. Gave her $2. She gave me a quarter back. Now I gotta find a way to invest extra so I can get my $2 back out the system here. Look, you can Google and look up how to start making money with $10 in your savings. What to do, what to cut back from. You know what I mean? To build and to keep building. It's out there, but that's not my area of expertise. I listen to the experts and do what they say do. In majority of the time it works. I have more pluses than minuses. So, you know what I mean? Like, I can roll with that. But yeah. So Donald Trump. And I don't want people to think that I'm bashing Hillary and raising Trump. I'm basically saying, I don't care. First of all, you have to lower your moral standards to even vote for either one of them anyway. I'm simply saying, like that old saying that they used to say, I like my racists when they straight up instead of hiding behind a suit. You dig what I'm saying? That narrative goes back to Hillary. I like my people without the mask, like Brother Low Key said yesterday. Just go ahead on and come on out with it. You don't have to. See, the worst thing is to black people is when you smile in our face and stab us in the back. I'm going to tell you why. Because we wasted all that energy in a hope and belief of a promised land that we always wanted to get to or get back to since slavery. And white folks always came and said, I will help you get back to the promised land. And black people were like, okay, only to find out, nah, they just wanted your energy. They wanted you to focus on them and their agenda, and they string you along. Keep telling you, yeah, I'm gonna give you your freedom papers. Hell, you young, you was full of energy. You in your 20s, they promising you they gonna give you your freedom papers. They gonna sign the documents, and you like, yeah, cool. They gonna give you your freedom. But then here go the catch. Yeah, but I'm gonna need a winter time coming, summertime, spring, fall. Now this the white woman. Need you to fill up my closet with clothes, sewing them. She buying the thread. Took you 3 years. You say, okay, well, I'm done. Can I get my papers now? Well, it's bad out there right now. For your safety, they hanging slaves, and people know you're mine. And I made a lot of enemies, so you're going to have to hang on for a little more time. But while you at it, make me some sheets and bed sheets. Do that 2 more years. Hey, you getting older. They still pulling the carrot on the string. But every time you see them, they gonna give you that big smile in that hood, and you gonna feed off that big smile in that hood, because to us, someone smiled at you, hug you. That's a sign of endearment. So you figuring they have the same sentiment about it that you do, or they see it the same way that you see it. So you go along again. But now, doubts start creeping up in your life. Now, she might be just like all the other ones I done ran into. And them the worst kind. Because now it gets angrily bitter. Now she bitter. Sister bitter. Been strung along 10 more years of her life based on a lie. So she gets mad. Because anger finna tell the truth. She gets angry. And she say, you never intended to sign those papers. You were just using me. You ain't no different from the poor whites or the riches of the whites. And then they come out. Nigga, who you talking to? I own you. I can have you out there whooped and flogged. Beat you down. I got that power over you. See these patty rollers who soon will be the police? They work for me in my behalf. And they hate to see a white woman crying and upset, especially by the hands of a Negro. That's the narrative. That's what it's all about. So then, the sister saying, okay. This how the game really is. She gets quiet. Yes, Miss Sally. I get you loud and clear now because she got to revert back to the slang because, okay, everything's out in the open. So now, she got to get creative, though. Because her desire to be free is stronger than being subservient to someone who has no human decency or compassion for another human soul. So the game is on. Okay, cool. All right. Let me remove some of this old thread off this old dress so when she out, it's going to come apart. Let me start working against her because she put it out on the table. I'ma always lie to you and promise you freedom, but I can't give it to you because I need you to work for me. I'ma always promise more jobs and better education, but on the flip side of that, I'ma build more prison. And I'ma less educate you. But like Hillary said, in the public it gotta sound good. But in the private is what it's all about. That's why Malcolm said you've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. You've been run amok. You've been all that. And it's still going on today. But the difference is that internet, wicked links, the things that came out about Trump, it's all coming to light. You can't hide anything. It's just that where are we or where do we stand as a people? Are you your own person? Or are you and do you follow the ideas and direction of the slave master? Because you have to keep in mind, take it from the movie Django, which hit me. Was it Steven, he had the checkbook. He wrote the checks. He was checking, he was teaching DiCaprio, he was teaching him how it works. Like DiCaprio said, he was even with his father. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that there was a black man who can teach 2 generations of white men policies, economics, and how society works? Well, I'm confused. Let me run that by you again so you don't, think I'm just making something up. Check it out. Stephen, although he was a slave, he ran 2 generations of white folk on a plantation. Told them what to do and had access to the checkbook and plotted out an agenda. Meaning, how long? Or what's the angle? What's the agenda? Who are some of these black politicians? What's the solution? You saying you got black people best interest in the heart? You represent a district. So I want to ride down and see what district this person represents. Let me see how they district look. You mean to tell me your district looks like this? This how you take care of your district? You go across town and look at district that white senators and congressmen are over. They got police patrolling, folks cleaning up the streets. They get the inmates picking up outside the highway. They cutting the grass. They fixing potholes. I mean, they at work. They busy. You going to some of these black districts, and it's like, hey man, what the heck? Crime high, potholes, graffiti. It's like, man, what we vote you in this district to do what? You don't let this person district outdo your own district. You solve the problem and fix the damn district. Then you complain, well, black people leaving the district going out to the suburbs. Yeah, because all they tax dollars that they send to support the districts in the school district, you ain't doing nothing with them. They throwing money away. You have to force these local politicians to do right by you. You got elderly and black people, let's say from 48 on up. Remember when the neighborhoods was close-knit, when they was thriving and building, when all of this wasn't going on. And these politicians snatched that money and ran. Left you high and dry. We'll continue this topic. Verbal Pick Radio. Vince Cole Muhammad, a.k.a. Cole Black. Get the book Consequence by Vince Cole Muhammad. Google Cole Black. citybaby.com/COLBLAC. Go get you some music. We getting ready to put something together. But as soon as it's locked solid, I'll relay that to you, because I want to put my money where my mouth is, and I want to make sure that it's 100%. That I control it 100%. Hell, don't come telling me nothing about I get 40 and you get 60. Or don't tell me nothing about you gonna give me 7 pennies off my hard-earned work per CD sale. Better not come and tell me you gonna get a bigger chunk of my creative thought process and putting things together. Now, hell, I'ma do it myself and put it together, and then I want my percentage. I tell you what I'm able to give you off of what's mine. We're gonna do business like that. And then you can't tell me, don't give me no contract telling me I can't do songs with my partners because I'm signed under an exclusive contract. I do a song with whoever I want to do a song with, whenever I want to do the song. You can't tell me, I can't go to a function where the minister is speaking because you don't know how that's going to look for the record label. Man, I go where I want to go and run my own record label. Hell is they talking about? Tell me I need a certain type of lawyer if I want to make it in the industry. All these black and Hispanics and Asians and Cubans and Africans and my Ethiopian partner, much love to my Ethiopian partner. We was doing this together. Show much love, man. Brother was owning, brother come out of Africa, man, Ethiopia, running a restaurant / nightclub, good food, done his thing. We doing business together. Out of all these indigenous people on the planet, I ain't got to go beg nobody to do business with me or to buy my product. You know, I don't have to depend on the slave Negro to buy my product. And the reason being is, you got too many indigenous people on this planet that's not slaves, who has a mind of their own. Strong people. So yeah, I don't have to do all that. I can go out to my Asian brothers, my Hispanic brothers, my African brothers, Dominican brothers. I mean, you name it, is out there. So, I'm out.